Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lina. It is a pleasure to be here at St. Joe's, and I am very appreciative for you holding this debate and being part of this 34-year tradition. The city of Buffalo is better and stronger during my time as mayor of the city of Buffalo. We've cut the tax rate to the lowest level in 30 years. We are spending the most money in the history of our city on youth employment opportunities. We have hired the most diverse workforce in the history of the city of Buffalo. I have implemented community policing programs and numerous police reforms. We created the roll program to replace lead lines in the city of Buffalo. There's been over $8 billion of economic development and thousands of jobs created. And for the first time in 70 years, we've seen the population of the city of Buffalo grow. I'm asking every voter to continue the progress in our city and to protect the future of Buffalo for their support and their vote in the November general election for mayor. November 2nd, please write down Byron Brown.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Walton, your opening statement, please. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Lina. First, thank you to St. Joe's and the moderators and the participants of this debate. This morning, I'm going to outline a bold vision for building the safe, healthy Buffalo with viable solutions to the profound challenges we face. I'm a registered nurse who's worked in critical care and in Buffalo public schools. I'm an accomplished nonprofit executive who's implemented democratically led development of permanently affordable housing. For nearly a decade, I've worked with local policy experts to propose smart, sustainable, poverty-reducing initiatives. I'm honored to be the endorsed Democratic nominee for Mayor of Buffalo, and I'm ready to team up with our city's most qualified leaders and hit the ground running on day one. When I'm mayor, we'll finally get serious about public safety and administer evidence-based, data-driven programs that address the root causes of violence and curb the current administration's skyrocketing homicide rate. When I am mayor, we will finally stop padding the windfall profits of downtown developers and instead prioritize healthy communities with safe, stable, affordable housing for all, world-class public education, green jobs at union wages, and improved community-police relationships. When I'm mayor, we'll finally pull our city out of the poverty that has plagued us for the last 16 years of failed leadership. We will finally remediate a lead poisoning crisis that is worse than Flint's, and we will finally make sure qualities have high-quality roads and sidewalks, well-maintained city parks, and livable neighborhoods. It's time for a change, and I am ready to bring about that change. Many of you will be voting for the first time in your lives, and now you finally have a choice. When people talk about low voter turnout, it's because I've often felt there's not been many choices. Now you have an unprecedented opportunity to choose progress and change for the city of Buffalo. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next opening statement, Mr. Carlisle, 2 minutes.
I'm Ben Carlisle, and it's great to be here. I'm not originally from Buffalo. I moved to Buffalo when I was 22 years old and I came here for school. I didn't have any plans to stay initially, but I fell in love with Buffalo, and for the last 18 years I've called Buffalo home. I fell in love with Buffalo for reasons that a lot of lifelong residents take for granted. We hear the slogan, or what a lot of people think is a slogan or a cliche, that Buffalo's a city of good neighbors. When you've moved all around the country and you move to Buffalo, it doesn't take long to realize that Buffalo is a special place. And when you've never had a home and you finally find one, it motivates you to fight like hell to keep it a special place. I have absolutely zero experience in politics. The first thing that most people do when they decide to enter politics is to go and kiss the ring of the party establishment. I did the direct opposite. The first thing I did when I decided to enter this race was to drop all party affiliation. I was a Democrat for over 20 years, but I left the party when it embraced riots, looting, defunding the police, anti-science mandates, and socialism. Now I support good ideas, not ideology. I support leaders, not politicians. It's time that we leave the parties and join together. It's time that we elect a leader who will put Buffalo first, not party demands first. Byron Brown is an excellent politician, but he's not a leader, he's a follower. He follows the political polls. He follows the political winds. And most importantly, he follows the wishes of his big donors and of his party bosses. Ask anyone who's ever met me and they'll tell you the same thing. I'm a leader, not a follower. I will always stand on principle, and I will never stop fighting for this city. On November 2nd, the fight for the city is not going to end. In order to take Buffalo to the next level, it's going to take hard work from the entire community. At the turn of the 20th century, Buffalo was the 8th largest city in the country. It's time for big ideas in this town again. It's time to regain our standing as a major American city. It's time for fresh ideas and new leadership. It's time to recognize our potential and then work together to get there.